Hi everyone, I am Katie the Crafty blog Stalker, and careful, I bite. Today I'm going to show you how to make a really cute Halloween shirt using heat transfer vinyl and a Cricut machine. So let's get started. So the first thing we want to do is to look at our shirt and figure out how big we want our image to be on our shirt. I've got my ruler here, and I like my images really pretty big. I like them to take up a majority of the shirt. So I think I want my image to be about 11 inches. Now the largest you can cut on the Cricut is 11.75. So I could go a little bit bigger if I wanted, but I am going to go to 11. So that is the size that I want my image to be. This is my image that we're going to put on the shirt. It is already sized at 11 since I knew what size I wanted it to be. Since everything is designed, all I need to do is to click Make It. I'm gonna pull my shirt out of the way here, and I am going to bring in my maker. My iPad here, it shows me that I have two mats. The first one that we're going to cut is this red. So I'm going to get my red vinyl. This is Cricut vinyl. It's a glitter vinyl. I am going to use the light grip mat. The light grip mat is blue. When you are working with iron-on vinyl, you always put the shiny side down, and when you cut, you make sure that you reverse or mirror the image. I've already mirrored the image, so I'm just gonna lay my vinyl down, shiny side down. Now, if I wanted to, I could cut the exact size of piece that I'm gonna need, but I'll do that later. I'm just going to just put it all on there, and then I'll trim around what I need. We are ready to cut, so I'm gonna hit the little green button here on my iPad, open my maker. The next step on my little iPad here is to tell me to choose which material I want to use. I'm gonna choose iron-on. My little light over here is blinking. You can see my light is blinking. That means that I am ready to load my mat. So I'm going to slide my mat under these little tracks right here. Just give a little bit of pressure at the back with just a single finger, and I'm gonna push the blinking button, and it's going to load my mat and pull it in. Now this little bit, it's not gonna hurt anything. It's totally fine. And it's ready to cut. This little light right here is gonna start blinking like it just did. All I have left to do is to hit that button, and my Cricut is going to begin cutting my piece. So it's so fun to watch the Cricut work. You can also see here that on the iPad, it shows me how much of the project has been cut and how much is left to do. So we are cutting the first part of our vinyl that we're gonna cut. See, this piece was super duper fast. So we're going to hit that blinky light because it is done. On my iPad, it is saying load next mat. So that means that the first one is done. So we're going to peel this off. Now I'm going to grab my second bit of vinyl. This time we're going to use this glitter silver. So we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna load this in here. We've got our blinky light telling us that we are ready to cut. I'm gonna put just a little bit of pressure on the end of my mat, just to make sure that those rollers grip the mat and pull it in. Sometimes if you don't put the pressure on the end of the mat, it kind of goes in wonky. And if that happens, you just unload it and load it again. No harm, no foul. Okay, this light's gonna start blinking like it just did. And now we are going to cut this part of our design. This is gonna take a little bit longer than the first piece. So while this is cutting, I'm gonna come back to this vinyl. I'm gonna find where I need to, and I'm just going to trim this just with a pair of scissors. So there is my first piece. And we will weed this in just a minute, and I will show you how to do that. Our little light is blinking right here, so that means that we are done cutting this vinyl. So that is just going to unload it. It's going to kick out that mat. We are all done with our maker, so we don't need it anymore. Take the glitter vinyl off of the mat. I'm going to pull in the Cricut Bright Pad. The first thing we are going to weed is our red vinyl. Now, the glitter vinyl is really hard to see without a light behind it. With the light behind it, it's a little bit easier to see the cut lines, but the glitter vinyl is just hard to see. Just gonna pull this off. This is the carrier sheet for the heat transfer vinyl. You can touch it. It's sticky. It's not like the mat where you don't want to touch it. You won't hurt the backing sheet by touching it. So don't worry about it. Just hold it down wherever you need and just peel to weed. Now we are going to weed out the silver glitter. Here I can see the lines much better. I don't know if you can see them, but I can totally see them. So I can see where I need to trim. Same thing, I'm gonna grab the corner here and just start peeling up. And the heat transfer vinyl really does just peel away so easily. I still need to get like the center of my letters out. So I'm going to take this little poker tool and just scratch out those pieces. I know you can't see very well what I'm doing, and I'm so sorry because that light just blinds the camera. Turn off the light now so you can see what I have done here. You can do this on an ironing board, but I don't have a camera over my ironing board. So I'm just going to grab a towel, and my shirt is what we are going to be putting the vinyl on. I'm gonna lay this out. I've got my EasyPress. This is how we are going to apply the vinyl. Turn it on. The first one that we are going to apply is glitter. So we want our temperature to be at 340. So I'm gonna adjust the temperature using the buttons here on top, and we're gonna do 20 seconds. And this is heated up to the correct temperature. This light right here, it's red right now, but when it's ready to go, it's gonna turn green and it will also bake. This also has an automatic feature on it where it will turn off automatically if it hasn't been used in so long. So that's great because I always forget to turn off my irons. So I appreciate the automatic shut off. We are ready now to apply our vinyl with the heat press. So I'm just gonna move this to the side. I'm gonna bring our shirt in. Now the first thing you want to do is just kind of get an eyeball of where you want your image to be on your shirt. I like V-necks because that helps me find the center. And then this little piece is gonna go right here. So just so I kind of know where I'm going to be putting it. So that's where I want to put it, but I don't want to put it down yet. This was just so I knew. The first thing you want to do is heat up your surface or your fabric. So I'm just gonna heat up that fabric just by using this heat press as an iron. Now I'm gonna put this down where I want it, trying to remember where I placed it before, and just eyeballing it for straightness. I am not a measurer, but if you are a measurer, more power to you. I'm just gonna eyeball it. Okay, so that's where I want it. So now we're gonna bring in the press, and you put it over. Looks like we're gonna have to do this in about 4 pieces. And 3, we can do 3 pieces. So we're gonna put it down, apply just a little bit of pressure, and we're gonna hit that green button on top, and our countdown is gonna start. So you keep the iron still. You don't move it around. You just hold it in one spot and just apply a little bit of pressure. It beeps when it's done. Move it over, hit that button again, and then we're gonna do it one more time over here on the bottom part. I'm gonna put it back in this little tray. Before I pull this off, I wanna cool it down just a little bit. And to cool it, I just kind of wave it. Just wave it to cool that fabric down a little bit. And then I'm just gonna peel it off. So easy. Comes off so good. I'm gonna keep this handy, but now I'm going to position my red piece right where I want it, centering those teeth in there. And I'm going to bring back the backing sheet from the silver glitter just because I don't want the glitter to touch the iron. I don't need to apply this part again. I only need to do the lips. We're gonna do this again, and we'll have to do this one in 2 pieces. That one, of course, is the one that was already done. And then we've got our red lips. Oh my gosh, that is stinking adorable. Look at how cute that is. Careful, I bite with these fun little vampire teeth. What have you made with heat transfer vinyl?